Hello, we're going to talk about our marine contamination project on hydrocarbons. We're formed by Paula Delgado, Juan Carlos León, Natalie Rodriguez, George Zumba, and Alison Sanchez. First, we divided the group work equally. We had constant Zoom meetings where we talk about what we're going to do. We also analyzed the survey questions and the results equally so that we all came to conclusions as a group. Additionally, we did a webinar that allowed us to share the results we got and let us practice our science communication skills to the general public.
The definition and pollution. The hydrocarbons are organic compounds made up of carbon and nitrogen atoms. They can be found in natural liquid by condensation, gaseous, and solid. Some toxic compounds in hydrocarbons can dissolve in water and degrade, while others have the ability to soften in the sediments. Next, please. The hydrocarbon pollution is a big problem for the ocean because Ecuador is the fourth producer of hydrocarbons in Latin America. In the past, all activities have caused great impacts. In particular, the Texaco company is spilling into nature a large amount of oils, and the Exxon Valdez is spilling the coast of Alaska oil too, whose cleanup cost more than $7,000 million. Also, the disaster in Galapagos on San Cristobal Island, the Jessica ships spilled 570,000 liters of oil. Next, please. The other impact can also be classified that in the atmosphere it's occurred due to the burning of natural gas and different hydrocarbons. In marine resources, surface water is affected in its quality and quantity. In the flora, the vegetation cover is affected and there are changes in the structures of the vegetation form. In fauna, animal populations suffer alterations and change in their structure.
Well, now we are going to talk about the methodology. We used a survey to try to connect to the people, also an Instagram page, and we evaluate our water footprint from the members of this group. So to start this survey, we use it because we cannot connect to the people personally because of the pandemic situation, but we try to make it online. Some of the questions we use were, which do you consider is the destiny of the hydrocarbons you use at your home? You think what happens when you through the garbage or when you wash the dishes, the oils of the kitchen, and these were the results. Some of the people thought that most of the hydrocarbons end into the municipal garbage trash. Another question was, do you consider the rain cleans the city? And another question was, which solutions do you propose to reduce the contamination for hydrocarbons? That most of the people thought that treatment plants were a very good solution. And another something is very interesting was the responses to the affectance of the petroleum. What happened when an oil spill happened into the ocean? And most of the people thought that it affects marine species. It's something interesting because we should know that as Ecuadorians, we should have the knowledge of how to face when an oil spill happens.
Well, based on the proposals, we have created a page on Instagram, which has 9 publications made between the months of December and January. The objective is to transmit the information we have on hydrocarbons to our followers in order to broaden their knowledge of possible sources of marine pollution. You can visit us on Instagram as Washing HDC to find out and be able to contribute to the well-being of the oceans and everyone. Next, please. Here we introduce a very important concept that was also part of our proposal, and it is the water footprint, which is the use of water that a person has every day, and it's related to the hydrocarbons because generally oil from used kitchen is poured into the drain. Also, if people are on cars washing the followers, washing them allows hydrocarbons to go to oceans through sewers or by mixing with rainwater. Next, please. Here is an example of the water footprint of a family of 4 members over 3 weeks. We focus on that. In the first week, the shower used the most water with 1,286 liters, followed by the bath or toilet with 1,080 liters used. In week 2, we see that the water in the shower decreased to 987, and also the water used in the toilet increased. The total consumption was lower than in the first week. Finally, in week 3, the water used in the toilet and shower decreased to 927 and 978 respectively, which indicated that there was a reduction in the amount of water used, showing that the strategies were useful and the water footprint was of water on average, and the solution they implemented was to take fewer showers and make them shorter as well. The 2 remaining people used 11,100 liters on average, and their solution was to reuse the water from the washing machine in the toilet flush.
The conclusions. In the same way, oil spill specifically affect marine species, but also the entire food chain and the entire area where the spill occurs, even many more kilometers. It should be noted that as a society, we only focus on what is happening around us. Therefore, we invite you to take care of the actions we carry out in one place, as they impact other environments even though we cannot observe them. Sometimes we prefer the simplest option, which would be an hydrocarbon treatment plant. Although it would be nice to build it, it would be much better to create a culture in which to the use. Recycling and handling of hydrocarbons is important before sending them to the treatment plant. Next, please. Group opinion. Throughout the survey, it was shown that people are concerned to reduce the effects humans have on the environment, but there is still a need for proper information about the correct ways and education to the public on the effects these compounds have in the environment. Even so, as most of the respondents were young adults, it can show that the new generation are taking these issues as an urgent and important matter and are seeking different solutions and strategies to solve this problem. Therefore, more information reaching a wider audience could speed significantly and the planning and the recovery process. Thank you.